All right, so welcome to my pick a card tarot card reading. This is going to be a general reading, another general reading that I'm just going to put up for what you need to know going into 2021. And basically how this works is in just a few minutes, once I break everything down, I'm gonna have you sit and meditate and focus on one of these piles. I've placed crystals on here to kind of help everyone choose a pile, so you can just ask yourself, what does spirit want me to know moving into the new year? Or you can ask yourself, what am I being called for in the new year? But anywho, we have Labradorite, Pyrite, and this is orange calcite. So Labradorite, Pyrite, orange calcite, you can pick between any of those piles. I'll go ahead and basically link the timestamps down below. So this will be 1, 2, and 3. So basically the pick a card tarot card reading, you just want to meditate and ask yourself those pressing questions, the ones I just mentioned, and see what pile that you are most drawn to. Whatever pile you're most drawn to will hold whatever messages are meant for you in the new year. This is a general reading, so it's kind of pulling upon the current energy that you're in the universe are kind of like creating together. And then also, I just want to say I'm just the messenger here. So I'm not the end all and be all person that's going to determine your future, what it looks like. Anything that you don't like in this reading, you have the power to change. You have the power to adjust whatever you don't like that's going on in your life. So definitely not something you should be worried about if you hear something you don't like. And then also, yeah, I think that's it. If something doesn't resonate with you, just let it go. You don't have to harp too much on things that don't resonate. This is a general reading, so there might be different messages for different people. There might be downloads that come in that, it sounds like it's right on the money with you, and then the next thing I say might totally miss you, but take what applies, leave what doesn't, and don't put too much worry into that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with Labradorite for pile number 1. This stone is good for working if you're trying to work with your balance out or open up your third eye chakra. It represents, calling to the powers of the intuition, calling to the natural, psychic abilities that you might have within you, whether that be clairvoyance, clairaudience. There's a number of different ways that you can practice your magic, if you will. So that's what this represents. Okay, getting out hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by just shuffling out 3 cards so we can just see what maybe the theme is. Whatever it is you need to know going into 2020, okay, so it looks like if you picked pile number 1, you're probably going to be coming into a lot of different messages and a lot of different downloads in the coming year. I see the 5 of Wands, which is just a lot of opinions, a lot of energy in the mix, in the pot. I don't feel like this is necessarily people reflecting their opinions and energy onto you. I think this is more so, like I said, downloads from the spiritual realm, from the spiritual world. You might be coming into some gifts, coming into some different powers. You might just be feeling like you're seeing things come into alignment for you, for those around you. You might feel like you close out some cycles this past year. You might have got rid of some old people, some old friendships that maybe they were not negative in a way. They just weren't serving you anymore. And I know that sounds so cliche. Everyone always says it, but that's just what it is. I don't think you had any major kind of crazy falling outs with people. I just feel like you're going your own way, and some of your old friends, it could be family as well, going their own way. You got the Tower card, and it came out upright right with the Supreme. So I feel like there's power to kind of setting fire to old buildings, and that's a metaphor that I'm using for structures in your life that just you have outgrown, okay? Yes, that is the White House. I think this card is really this card is really speaking to something bigger than what's just within us. If you're feeling the Age of Aquarius energy, which is the energy of kind of getting ready to work more as a collective, as a community energy rather than on an individualist streak, this card says a lot. You know, we just had the great conjunction with Saturn and Jupiter, which kind of spoke to some restructuring of our practices, of our policies, of the way that we run our everyday lives, as well as like socialism and government. And if you look at the themes over the past year or so, it stands to be very accurate. Like, you know, we have had a number of social justice kind of, what do I want to say? I don't want to say initiatives or anything so like that. I want to say we've had a number of just social justice, like eyes on social justice, eyes on reform in different ways. So it's really like, you know, interesting that this card came out. If you're feeling this pile, basically, I feel like you have psychic abilities. You probably have some natural gifts and talents that you can really use to, even if it's just your small community, even if it's not like you're getting some crazy recognition on a national scale, global scale, even on a statewide scale, like it doesn't even have to be that. If you can just use your abilities to kind of kickstart the regeneration, if you will. I don't want to say regeneration. Maybe that's not the word that I'm looking for, but it will kickstart kind of like, you know, this new energy and the people that are around you. It could be a community of 8 people that you feel like, you know, you can really tap in with. You can really, you know, plant some seeds with. Finding your soul tribe is definitely a message here for anybody here that's feeling like, you know, they're coming into some new gifts. Maybe you're receiving downloads. Maybe you're just sensing a lot of synchronicities in your life. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Wow, that's very good for this pile. Yeah, I'm seeing trust your intuition. We have the moon card representing Pisces, which is the most psychic of the zodiac signs. So I don't know, you know, we got some psychics up in here. A lot of fixed energy coming through with the Wheel of Fortune. These are all fixed signs that are surrounding the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you might be in a stationary place, like wherever you are now is probably where you're gonna live out the remainder of your 2021. I'm not setting that in stone. If you wanna feel like you wanna get up and move, you know, create your future, by all means. I'm just saying that it does seem like a lot of fixed energy, and even with the Four of Pentacles coming out just now, that's also just a fixed energy, an energy of like wanting to stay stationary, if you will. Which is not a bad thing. You don't have to see that as a position of lack. You can see that as a catalyst for your growth. I feel like this year coming up, we have a lot of themes around influence and community, and I feel like people are doing the practical thing. They're moving out of these big cities that are not sustainable to go and live in smaller places and have a greater impact on their smaller community rather than trying to reach tens of thousands of people, and that's how we're really gonna make this stuff happen, guys. We need to really it's gonna be on some each one teach one, okay? It's not gonna be on no, we're reporting to the masses. That's not possible with the amount of reach and power that like these broadcasters have. It's just not possible. But stay tuned for some surprises as well coming down the road. Okay, we got the Daughter of Cups. I don't know, some of you guys might be in a place where you need to just open up your heart and get ready for whatever like twists and turns and surprises that the year has for you. If you feel like you shed friendships and you got rid of some people that were, like I said, not serving you, it was to make room for some new people. Okay, so just be ready for that. Just be ready for that. With the next deck, I think what I want to do is just kind of get more specific, more in-depth messages for this pile as to what they can expect in 2021, or maybe what they need to know in 2021. Okay. like you're gonna be on the front lines. Like for some reason, I feel like you're gonna be doing physical work. Physical, I want to say kind of like labor in a way. Like whatever passion you choose to pursue in 2021, or whatever thing, you got the Four of Pentacles again. Whatever, you're going to be trying to protect something, trying to secure something. I feel there's going to be a lot of physical action. It might be like physical labor, or it might be like actively having to go out and recruit and source and do this thing and do that thing. But I feel like it's going to be, you're going to meet with resistance, okay? You're going to meet with a lot of resistance. And so that's probably what's causing this energy in you of like wanting to be protective, wanting to be overprotective of what you have, because you might just feel like I'm the only one fighting for this, or what have you. Like she has all these sticks coming up against her. She has all these sticks coming up against her, and she's the only one trying to fight them off. And that's the same energy that I got with that last Five of Wands. So you guys got the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. We got the Emperor here. Control. Okay. Death here. That's letting go. That's Scorpio. That's fixed energy. Yeah, a little bit of collaboration, like I said, community. And this is the Three of Pentacles, so this is like on a small scale. This is that community base that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all making sense. I feel like that's where you should put your focus, and finding your soul tribe and serving your immediate community. I feel like that's where you're going to find really the catalyst for your growth. You're probably going to be inspired. I know, you know, people have dreams of fame and fortune. I do. I get it. It's okay. If that is your dream, I'm not saying that it's not attainable. All that I'm saying is focus your energy into your immediate community. Serve those around you immediately. Serve what serves you immediately, right? Don't go out chasing some type of fame and fortune. I feel like you're going to be inspired through the work that you do at home that it might even just provide you that opportunity. You might surprise yourself. It might provide you that opportunity, or maybe an opportunity that you never could foresee. Okay. Let's get some affirmations going here for this lovely pile number 1 of Labradorite, and I'll close it out with that. A few aspirations. Affirmations. Okay, but maybe aspirations are coming down the way for you guys. Who knows? Ooh, I am alive. Ooh, this is a good one, guys. Remember what I was saying in this deck about the Hangman? Did I say about the Hangman? You got the Hangman that came out in the first pile. The Hangman represents kind of letting loose, going with the flow, following the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that ties in with using your intuition, okay? With remember what I said about the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction? Learn these cycles of planets that are in conversations with each other. Learn astrology and how it's affecting the greater global community, and lean into it, okay? Lean into it, okay? That's how you're gonna combat this resistance, okay? There's still some things that are gonna have to die, that are gonna have to be let go of, and probably very rapidly, very quickly, but you'll be okay. You got I am alive, okay? I honor my life by letting go, dancing, singing, and feeling the fullness of my joyful energy. I am my true self when I am having fun. I am alive. That's honestly like one of the best. That was a great first pile. I thank you and I love you for rocking with me. Pile number 1, okay? That was pile number 1, Labradorite. Go ahead and reblog this. Do whatever you need to do on your respective site. Drop a comment. Drop a note, share it with somebody, let them know if you resonated with it. And with that, we're gonna move on to Pyrite. Pyrite is the money stone, okay? If you pick this stone, you might be very feeling like grounded energy this year coming up. You might be feeling grounded energy right now and really kind of like planning and setting the stage for your next year. But Pyrite is an abundance stone. It's a money stone, okay? It's not to be used in water. So if you grab one, you should know that, okay? Let's see. Let's get a fresh energy up in here. What does pile 2, ooh, thank you, Spirit. What does pile 2 need to know going into 2021, okay? Messages for pile number 2. Okay, a little stubbornness going on here. I felt a Taurus energy in here. Okay, I felt a little Taurus energy. When I picked up the Pyrite, I said Taurus in my head. And I don't want to call you guys out, but if you're here, you're here, okay? I'm sensing a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of stubbornness, maybe, kind of like you have a way of doing things and you've done your thing, you've done things that way. You're being introduced to a new way of doing things, but you're feeling like, you know, it's just not, you don't know about it. You don't know if you can trust it. You have like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, basically. Oh, the star Aquarius is in here. Aquarius is in the room, okay? So yeah, a lot of air energy with the Aquarius, with the 2 of Swords, with the Daughter of Swords. I'm also seeing 10 of Swords. I don't know if somebody has backstabbed you or something and you feel like, oh, you might want to give them another chance, but you don't know about the forgiveness life like that. You're not too sure. You feel like you've been cut, you've been stabbed in the back, you've been hurt. Or this could be you cutting, stabbing in the back and hurting. And I don't want to say it's intentionally you. You might be doing this without knowing you're doing this. You got the 7 of Cups, which basically means like your head is in the clouds. You feel like you have all these options and you're just trying to, you know, you don't want to make a decision before you know all of what each cup has inside of it, which is understandable. But in that effort of trying to figure out everything and know everything, you're stringing people along and it hurts them, okay? Let's get some more insight on the 7 of Cups for this pile. This is too much cards, too much energy. Let me just, 7 of Cups. Okay, let me get some clarity. Okay, there we go. No, this is, I need to give a good shuffle. I'm getting like the same cards that fell out in the last deck. If they come out again, they come out. I'm just gonna say, I'm not trying to manipulate the reading or anything. I'm just saying, I need a clear message. So, 7 of Cups, let's see. Clarity on these options. I don't know, I feel like people are looking up to you for something. They're relying on you for something. And they've been patient with you, okay? They've been real patient with you. Okay. They've been patient with you. They've been working kind of hard to earn your affection, getting your good graces, but you're just like out having this grand life's adventure and you're not in a rush. Like, I feel like you maybe have come into some ideas or you're coming into a new idea quickly. It's going to be so inspired. It's going to be so great. You probably are not even going to have time to be settling down, and maybe you need to not string this person along anymore. Maybe the message is that what you need to do is make a decision to let go of the comforts of your past, okay? And it's like, I feel like this person loves you and you know they love you, so you kind of don't want to leave them behind in a sense. You don't want to leave them behind because you have love for them too. You just know you cannot be with them right now. Like, you don't necessarily want them to move on either. You don't want them to move on, but you don't want to necessarily be with them. You want to go out and like live your life. Okay? That's what's going on. Wow, let's see what else is cooking up for pile number 2. That was just with the utmost clarity. And okay, 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups. You're not trying to hear it. You're not trying to see it. You're just like, oh, good God, come on. Oh my God, what? You are probably an air sign, if I had to guess. Okay? You're not with the dramatics. You're not all that. Like, you got the Queen of Swords here. She's coming through to say, tell me what you have to tell me, but if I have to cut you to move forward in my own progression, then I'm sorry, but you should probably get out the way. It's kind of like a fend for yourself type of energy, but nonetheless, you are gonna make the choice to go on this journey. Like, I feel like I'm seeing, let me get this together. I'm seeing Six of Swords energy, moving to calmer waters, okay? That's like you're physically going and, you know, turning your ship around to calmer waters. You see it, a storm is brewing with this. I feel like you're finding balance, and I feel like the balance is between how much you communicate between these parties, like how much you stay in touch with them. King of Wands energy. Yeah, you're gonna have to basically lay down the law. This is you doing what you need to do for your life, living your life with a long-term view. And then Queen of Cups, like, I feel like, you know, there's a nurturing maternal energy here. Like, there's a nurturing and there's a maternal energy here. I'm sorry, like, my ear is so itchy now. I don't know what that means. Oh, but there's a, ooh. These two ladies are, so, okay. I know what's going on with you guys. You're basically the type of person who, you don't like to get all worked up. You don't like to get all worked up and dramatic about things. You like to kind of rip the Band-Aid off, move forward. Sometimes people are doing things around you, reacting to things in a certain dramatic way, and you're kind of just like, are you serious right now? Like, okay, that doesn't impress me, like, move on. And I feel like you're gonna kind of balance the communication, like the ability to like communicate and like communicate with people on their level, if you will, with who you really are. You're not impressed, or you're not worked up. You're just not an emotional person. Like, you don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't, like, you even figuring out your emotions sometimes takes time for you, because things don't hit you right away. They just don't. Like, the impact of things, like, you really have to think about things for them to hit you right away. It's very interesting that you got the Pyrite, which is a grounding stone. I feel like what's gonna happen for you this year is you're probably gonna like really come into yourself career-wise. You're gonna find a passion that you really love. You're gonna move forward with it really powerfully. I think it's gonna cause you to reevaluate what you thought you always wanted. Not only what you thought you always wanted, but what probably like what you thought is possible for yourself. And I mean that on different levels. I don't mean that in the sense of just selling yourself short to say like, oh, I can't do or work in this one field or another. I mean, like, who can you really be as a person? Like, can you be a multifaceted individual? Are people putting you in a box? Are you transcending the box that people put you in, if you will? Okay, like, are you serving your community the way you want? Like, you're gonna really be expanding in those areas, expanding your worldview, if you will. And it's gonna be through an opportunity that you get. It's gonna cause you to like leave some things that you've been stringing along behind, and you might have just been stringing them along unknowingly, thinking like, oh, well, this is the path my life is headed down, so I'll just take that. But you're gonna just be really you're gonna be challenged to grow in those areas, and you're probably gonna be forced into your power. You're gonna be really forced into like your I feel like your power probably lies in like leadership and structure and building structures, probably providing opportunities to those around you, all those different things I'm seeing going on in year 2021. So here, let me see. Let's get a little affirmation. Okay, here we go. I am attraction. Like a magnet, what I put out into the world, I get back. If I lead with negativity, I receive negativity. If I lead with positivity, I receive positivity. Therefore, I choose to lead with positivity. I am attraction. I also just want to say this ties into the stringing people along factor. Okay? What goes around comes around. Sometimes you do have to do the hurtful and painful thing of, like I said, ripping off that Band-Aid. Sometimes it just has to happen. Okay? Now moving right along. All right, let's move right into the next stone, the next group, pile number 3. Last but not least, we have orange calcite. This is I want to say it's a solar plexus chakra stone. It kind of like opens up your confidence, your vibrancy, kind of like your warmth and ability to kind of just like live in your trueness, okay? Okay, let me just get right into this. It's a good energy stone too. Like I feel like I'll probably do a lot of work with this stone this year just because sometimes I find myself to be quite lazy and I need like energy to get stuff done. Okay, yeah, see, there we go. And this is all about like focused energy that's focused on a particular thing. Okay, that's what I'm seeing coming out. Might be some sneakiness going on. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is making sense. So my girl here is 8 of Pentacles. She's kind of fine-tuning the details of her manifestations, of her dreams, of the things that she's putting her energy and her life into. She's, you know, using that paintbrush, she's getting in the corners, she's doing all of that good stuff. She has focused her energy on the details, the attention to detail that she has to put into these things. We have the Son of Swords, which kind of says like, you know, a butterfly or a caterpillar that has entered a cocoon state and is just molting into becoming this beautiful butterfly. Okay, so I feel like people here have just recently probably picked up a craft and they're aware that they don't know everything. Okay, they're aware that they don't know everything, and so what's happening is they're getting these downloads, they're getting all this information, and it might be just coming to them in different ways that they could like really can't pinpoint, but they're drawing conclusions, they're connecting the dots, they're learning the game, if you will, and they're gonna be kind of like serving their community in a big way. Oh, okay, you might be linking up with somebody, a love connection, might be linking up with somebody that kind of, they empower you. Okay, they empower you to be your full, true, authentic self. They are with you through the growing process. They're gonna unravel you. Okay, there is strong Gemini energy in here, strong Aquarius energy. This is a beautiful reading. I can just tell. Let's see what's coming out. Ooh, Death. Okay, so letting some things go, leaving some things behind. My Death card is wearing an ankh, so that's her dress is like an ankh, and the ankh is the Egyptian symbol for rebirth. Okay, so there's gonna be a rebirth. I don't know, maybe you're meeting somebody, okay, and maybe they're gonna just help you in a way rediscover yourself. You know, this might be a twin flame connection. Okay, I'm not gonna necessarily encourage or discourage the twin flame, like chasing the twin flame connection, but I will say a twin flame is a mirror, and when you look at the Gemini card, you see that duality, the two like counterparts, divine feminine, divine masculine counterparts that are balancing each other out. It could be a mirror situation, if you will. So Yeah, and we got the Supreme, which is kind of like transcending time and space. I feel like you might get into a space with a lover that could be a twin flame situation, and it might just really help you transcend. It might help you understand more of what your place is and what your purpose is. I'm not gonna sit here and play and pretend like it's gonna be like a forever, like you guys are gonna get married and ride off into the sunset. You might not be each other's forever person on this planet. But whatever, you know, soul contract that you guys have signed is going to be fulfilled coming in 2021. I don't even want to shuffle these yet. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunity and inspiration behind it. So it's going to be a very, very good thing. I just encourage, the Hermit card didn't come out, but ooh! It's right in the bottom of the deck. I was going to say, hermit yourself. Stay low this year, okay? Like really work on personal things, okay? Don't worry too much about too many accolades or too much recognition. It's gonna be coming for you. What you need to focus on is really getting ready for when it comes. You don't wanna be in a position when it comes that you're not ready for it, that you make silly mistakes, okay? You wanna make sure that you are ready, okay? Let's get more in depth. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Ooh, the Empress, the Four of Swords. Let's see. The Empress came up in reverse. Okay, so, okay, I have the Fool in the back of the deck, which is kind of representing, like I said, your rebirth. You're coming back to the beginning of the journey with the Death card. Maybe not the beginning of the journey. Let me not even say it like that. But, like, it is some sort of, like, a reset to say, like, you had to learn some sort of karmic lesson, pay some sort of karmic debt to be able to get to the stage where you can progress to, you know, ascension, if you will. So you have paid that karmic debt, and now you're able to get back into your lessons. You know what I'm saying? Wow, your soul has paid the debt. And you are able now to like get back into your lessons. The universe is opening the door again for you to kind of, you know, discover your gifts, discover who you really are. But you did have to pay a debt. You had to pay a karmic debt. I don't know if some of you guys are turning 30, but I feel like 30-year debt is what is coming to me right now. If you're having your 30th birthday, or if you just had your 30th birthday and you feel like you met your twin flame, or you feel like you're in hermit mode, this message is for you, okay? Something is coming for you big. The Six of Pentacles, you got the Empress, okay? You got the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Fool in the back of the deck. I feel like you're kind of probably in a position of give and take. Like, what I see with the Six of Pentacles is like, you know, the philanthropy, the gift giving. And it's like they're begging her for the gifts, right? Like they're begging her for the gifts. I feel like you feel like at one point you were begging. Not outright begging on your hands and knees, but pleading with God, pleading with, you know, your ancestors, please, please, please. There's something that you want, this physical life. And you have not been giving enough back to them. You haven't been sitting in prayer and meditation. You haven't been helping them to kind of like fulfill duties or what have you. And maybe you did, like maybe by paying this karmic debt. Okay, if you're unaware of any karmic debt that had to be paid, you need to devote more back to your ancestors, okay? Maybe they pushed you into this repayment, okay? Maybe they led you there unbeknownst to you, or maybe they helped you to fulfill it. Maybe it's a generational thing and they needed it cleared off of the family's tree. I don't know. Maybe they needed that cleared and they pushed you to do, you know, to do that work. But I just see like a balance of give and take with that, with and that leads into like when we talk about pentacles and physical things, like you're probably going to be gifted with, you know, substantial things this year, and you need to pay forward what you receive. So if you receive the gift of money, you know, maybe what you use that money for is like something in your house. Like maybe you had to buy, I don't know, maybe something broke in your house and you had to buy a new something, right? So you're gifted money, but then you end up having to spend it on something in the house. It's like money comes just as quick as it goes type of situation. But maybe there's something in your home that you can, I'm sorry, that's my laundry. Maybe there's something in your home that you don't need, that you don't use, that somebody has a need for, that you can kind of like, because you were able to get something you need, now you can help somebody else get something they need, okay? That's exercising the law of attraction. That's exercising big Six of Pentacles energy. And that's kind of like getting right into a flow of, you know, not possessing things, okay? And also not becoming attached to material things. I feel like if hoarding is an issue for you, that's what your death card is talking about. Okay, you need a new life. You might need to just burn that shit. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. You might need to get rid of it and just, I don't know, start fresh in a new place. Whatever it is stifling your creativity. If it's not hoarding, if you don't feel like it's a karmic debt situation, it's stifling your creativity. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the case is that you need to pay this karmic debt, and right now your ancestors are probably trying to tell you, like, pay attention, like, I'm trying to help you pay this karmic debt. Like, you or our family has been in this predicament, this space for too long, and it's time to progress forward. They're going to be bringing you together with certain people that align with you really, really well. People that kind of bring out the creativity, or maybe show you like creative parts and aspects of yourself that you have never yet seen before. I feel like it's going to be a soul tribe situation. Like, there's definitely like the Lover's card in here, which is giving me major twin flame energy. We also have the Three of Pentacles, which presents a naked woman who's being drawn. So she's in a place where she's comfortable. She trusts her friends that are drawing the picture. You know, she's body positive, okay? She's like in a good building space, a space where she can nurture like from, you know what I'm saying? And their affirmation is, I am worry free. I release worry over things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to focus on things that are pleasing to me. When I release worry, I allow room for solutions into my life. I am worry free. I don't know who needed to hear that, but there it is, okay? That's pile number 3, and that's the end of the pick a card readings. Let me know if you liked it, if it resonated with you. Inquire within for a personal reading. I'm offering personal readings, so just tap in with me, everyone. Thank you.